Every episode of Good Sauce is brought to you by personal injury attorney Mo DeWitt.
Injured on the go?
Just call Mo.
We know Mo always throws the best events, and he's got one right around the corner.
Saturday, July 12th, it's all happening. That's right. He's having another family skate-a-thon. These events are always a blast.
It's at the Cimarron Skateway, Saturday, July 12th from 5 to 7 p.m. And it's our favorite price point. Free great music and surprises and free Mo merch. He'll be there to support you when you need him. So if you're injured on the go,
just call Mo. Enjoy the show.
Sunflower.
Baby, Adam Sharp had a baby.
That is right. Welcome to episode 56. The person who is singing this song just had a baby. Congratulations.
Sharp.
You don't need to know who Adam Sharp is to not feel happy for somebody bringing a life into the world. And that's only something that is new to me after having a kid. Welcome to episode 56 of Good Sauce with Rauce and Joel. And as the title of this program insinuates, my name is Ross. That is Joel Warren.
Still true.
That is Nico Renato.
Not in the title, but I'm here.
Yeah.
It took, 54 of these?
Man, that
55?
is the funniest thing you could have said right there. Yeah.
You're only allowed to say "and" once is the problem.
It's all good. I get it.
We could go plus.
We could go comma, semicolon.
I'm just happy to be here. Happy to be involved.
Happy to do uncredited anonymous work week after week. So happy, blessed.
Speaking of bringing a life into the world, once again, congratulations to the Sharfs.
Yes.
That is so amazing. It's so cool.
Just saying, population-wise, we could use one more Sharf.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy to welcome one.
This is the first time, it kind of feels like the first time where, at the very least, I've adjusted to being a dad and then seen one of my friends go through what I went through 8 months ago, to a certain degree, because I feel like every birth story is different. Mm-hmm. And it's also very appropriate that we're talking about this with Mother's Day weekend just happening this past weekend, which I've got some stories to tell you. Whew! But it's been very cool to see a friend have a kid since having a kid.
Yeah.
Completely different.
Yeah.
It's one of the examples when someone says like having a kid changes you. I would put this almost on the forefront of like example. This is like example C of this is how having a child changes you, because now I understand what that week is like for them, what it's like. Like I get a little emotional just thinking about that week that I had and how insane it is.
There's so many more plots that are life or death important at all times. That you have to factor into every decision you make.
It's a great reminder of the humility and reminder of like, yeah, you are a human and this is how we produce them. Yeah. It's so epic.
I would say that because I've heard the debate of just like, why do people with kids always talk about having kids? And then why are they leaving out the people who don't? And I understand that if you're feeling left out at any point, like, oh, why don't they talk about something else?
Yeah.
But I think it's because of how complicated it gets and how you're just like, I never used to have to think about this and this and this and this. It's like the difference between driving somewhere and flying a plane.
Another way.
One's just got a lot more buttons.
Another way that I went and got changed, since becoming a dad, is that celebrating Mother's Day is now like I was always, call my mom, have flowers, send a massage towards my mom's way, but now my wife is a mom. This is the first Mother's Day. And I didn't know this really before it happened. Don't drop the ball. It's the first Mother's Day. First Mother's Day is the most pressure I think I have ever felt on a holiday, especially with my wife.
And the odds were against you because we had a mandatory, not scheduled by us, rehearsal for the upcoming Fringe Festival first thing in the morning.
First thing in the morning.
On Mother's Day.
And we had to get everything. People were here at 8 in the morning.
I called you at 8 a.m. saying I'm at your front door.
Yeah. It was not, how do you say, ideal. It was not very romantic. It wasn't very charming. And I can't express enough love and just appreciation that my wife, although was not happy about it, and rightfully so, because neither, I think, any of us were. But coming home and then like, oh God, it's Mother's Day. So I already start off like bad. This is the first Mother's Day, and the first thing that happens on the first Mother's Day is a straight M80 in a toilet, just an explosion.
Yeah, and as I was walking in, already knowing that was probably the case.
Yeah.
I hear, "Hey, the dog peed all over everything last night."
Yeah.
And I'm in the other room, so I'm just like trying to be quiet as a mouse and not.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, that probably didn't go great."
So then the next thing that happens is I leave.
Yeah, you're like, "That sucks. We'll be back after lunch."
Yeah. So I leave. We do the rehearsal. It goes great. Everything's good. On the way back, I'm like, you know what? I know what I have planned for her first Mother's Day, but I still want to go through the front door with flowers,
Yeah.
right? I go to a florist. Tell me this. How are they closed? How is any... And by all means, scheduling is scheduling. And I love this business, and I will continue to support this business. But I will challenge
Of days you need a florist, Mother's
You.
Day is one of 3.
new law of the land.
I would think it would be like one of the 4 majors.
It's
I would go for a florist, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
and then there's 300
With Mother's Day possibly being the
just
master.
random surprises.
Who cares after that?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Mother's Day is probably the Masters. If it
It's
is
the masters
Yeah.
of the floor world. How I pull up to this thing, I pull up to this florist, and it just has a mundane, sorry, we're closed sign. And I was flabbergasted. I was blown away.
Yeah.
And by all means, like I said, I will support this business more and more. I went online. I go to their Facebook page.
Oh, yeah. Get in the comments.
Right? I look at their last post. Their last post says, Mother's Day, we've got you covered.
As long as you do it ahead of time.
I even read in the caption goes, don't be one of the guys scrambling at the last minute.
Don't be one of the guys standing in front of our business on Mother's Day. Because you're out of luck, buddy.
So, and I get it. Mother's Day was Sunday. They're just closed on Sunday.
But still.
That's where I'm coming from. Am I illogical,
That's like-
unreasonable for thinking like, dude, you've got to change everything if Mother's Day is
If
on
you are
Sunday.
a florist or a brunch place, you are open on Mother's Day.
Yeah, yo, I'm trying to help you out.
And it's not because some people won't plan ahead. Most people will. But you know how much money you can make off of us specifically? The 3 men on this show. 3 out of 3 of us shop on day of.
the people that you advertise to.
And it's because we want it to be fresh.
We want it to be fresh.
right.
That's what I'm going to
No other reason than
That's
that.
what I'm telling White.
Freshness.
And that's what I'm telling our listeners. We just want it to be fresh.
As fresh as possible.
Let us be fresh, please.
You don't want 8-hour-old or 10-hour-old flowers.
I want them wet from the display when I
Yeah,
walk
I'm
in.
not trying to walk in with a bouquet of flowers looking like Wilt Chamberlain. I don't.
No, I want to be scratching off the price tag as I enter.
Yeah, I want to leave the price tag on.
I didn't look at them. I didn't know there was a price tag. Sorry, it's in front.
Can I borrow a Sharpie?
Yeah.
Let me just Sharpie that
There's
out.
a red line and it says clearance because it's day of.
So yeah, I feel confident in challenging that florist that's close to my house.
I would go so far as to say I think a florist that is only open 1 day a year
works.
is probably going to do some damage.
And if you name your florist company like Mother's Day Special,
Yeah.
It's
you
like
good.
It's like a fireworks store that they pop up in like Publix parking lots. It's just seasonal. It's like
yeah.
Just open up
It's
a
the
flower
Halloween. Yeah,
It's a spirit Halloween of Mother's Day.
Spirit Halloween of Mother's Day.
Spirit Mother's Day.
We just made $1 billion.
We just made $1 billion 1 day. It's and the name of it of Spirit Mother's Day is Mother's Day is today, ? And then that's the name of the store. And we sell
got you
bouquets that are fine, and they're $60.
So
Not open on Sundays though. But I feel stupid for not knowing this. But is Mother's Day one of those holidays that's the same date every year, or is that like the third Sunday? Or is that
It's always on Sunday.
it's always on Sunday? So they're always closed on Mother's Day then.
I
if that-
don't get it.
going off that.
All right, it's flagrant.
That,
Aren't
to
you
me-
like offended in a weird way?
That is a giant red flag that you're a money laundering
Yeah.
establishment.
What is going on over
I'm sorry.
How are you a flower company?
no-
You are a florist. Mother's Day, your Super Bowl, your Masters. That's
That's
your
like a
day.
church being closed on Sundays. What other day do you need? Come on.
So I bomb at this florist company. I don't get any flowers. It does not go my way.
You don't keep a brick in your trunk?
No. But I do.
5-finger discount.
But I felt spicy, and I did something that I've never done. As the kids say these days, I ratioed a post because we've got you covered, right? I commented on that post.
What'd you say?
I said, you are literally closed right now. And their post got 4 likes. My post, 12 laugh emojis.
Bro, double digits.
You win.
You won.
I ratioed them.
You went viral.
What did their post say?
Anything over 10's viral, right?
Their post was like, Mother's Day, we've got you covered.
Oh,
don't worry.
I thought they
And
like
they posted
responded.
that the day before Mother's Day.
The only thing I could see that would justify them being closed is if they had a camera and they counted the number of guys that walked up and they were going to make like a hilarious reel.
And by
it
all
would be
means,
pretty funny.
I'm not coming at this company because they are an epic Orlando local. I'm over here just question, how are you gonna do that? I'm maybe some advice that they didn't ask for, like you gotta let the doors open up on this one Sunday, right?
Yeah, even if it's like self-service. Yeah. Like, please take 6 flowers and leave enough money for them. We've got you.
Maybe that's
Air
a hot
quotes,
take.
we've
I don't
got
know.
you.
I'll still buy flowers from them, but
That is very odd to me though.
it was a I see dead people plot twist to like I just couldn't believe. I thought water is wet. I thought florists were open on Mother's Day, regardless, no matter what happened.
Yeah.
I leave that place. I go home because this is what I had planned: is that we were to go to a farm.
A farm.
I wanted to have her put in a shift.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You ain't pregnant no more.
no.
Start plowing.
There's this awesome farm out in Mount Dora called Great Scott Farms, and it's just photo-centric. It's amazing. And I know that my wife really wanted to get, I think everybody wants really cool photos. And there's this amazing sunflower farm. After not getting flowers, I knew that we could buy and like pick.
You really
our own.
doubled down. You're like, I'll go to where they grow.
Yeah. I wanted to show up with flowers and then leave and then go pick more flowers. 1 for 2 ain't bad. So we go to the farm, Great Scott Farms, have a blast, little sangria slushy,
Okay.
little Mother's Day sangria slushy.
It was hot out. That's nice. A little cool off.
We walk around, we get kind of lost in a maze.
Sunflower maze?
Sunflower maze, we kind of get lost in the sunflower maze.
Sounds like a country song title.
Yeah.
It felt like one. And we're pushing the stroller kind of through like some mud and all.
If you're in a sunflower maze, it's like you're definitely in the video of a country song that a girl's singing.
Yeah, it felt very Reba McEntire.
Yeah.
Like
That's not like trucks and dogs. That's more like a, I saw him in the sunflower maze. He forgot the flowers made up it in other ways.
So what you're also telling me is that I crushed it, cause
Yeah.
that's
Good.
You took her to a music video.
Yeah, I took her to a music video.
Nice.
It was a great vibe. And now all of a sudden, but on the way there, I still felt, I'll share this. I still felt the wrath of not being there this morning.
Yeah.
So it's like
You lost game 1.
I lost game 1. I lost the first battle.
Yeah.
Bad. And it means a lot to me because it's Mother's Day, first Mother's Day.
It's first to 4.
You like messing up my wife's first Mother's Day is like a florist being closed on Mother's Day. You just can't do it.
You're them.
Yeah.
What a match made in hell.
So on the way to the farm, it's 3 o'clock, 3:15. And I tell her, I'm like, hey, babe, by the way, this place closes at 5. And she says the worst thing in return. This is when it was almost like a heat check of like, where are we at? How mad are we on this first Mother's Day? And when I said that it closes at 5, she goes, that's it. That's what she laughed. And I was like, oh God, I'm drowning. It's time for us to talk to you about how cool the History Center is.
4 floors of awesomeness.
They're always breaking out new exhibits. This last one is probably my favorite they've ever dropped. Orlando Collected is a beautiful, amazing, history-rich exhibit going through all of Orlando's history. They have 150 items that describe and have you travel through Orlando's history.
Orlando's looking pretty good for 150. Celebrate our 150th birthday. Check out the Orlando Collected at the History Center and check them out online, as always, at the best website of all time,
Can't believe they got it.
thehistorycenter.org.
There's no way I'm going to be able to pull this off. There's no way I'm going to be able to pull a U-turn. We get to the farm, get the flowers, halfway through, I can feel it. I'm back to neutral. Jokes are being made. Photos are being taken. Your boy, don't call it a comeback. Oh my God. He's call me butter because suddenly I'm on a roll. I'm feeling good. I get out of the maze. She's smiling. We get home. We're driving. It's like a 40-minute drive too, which is also not romantic.
Yeah.
It's a hefty drive. We get home.
You don't mean the scenic freeway where 2 parts it smells? That wasn't.
You're telling me you didn't want to celebrate Mother's Day by taking, I don't know, an hour on 408?
Yeah. Okay.
I get home. I have an ace in the hole. You guys have known about the ace in the hole. I also know what she really wants for Mother's Day. She lets me know
An e-bike.
the day before of like her ultimate gift for Mother's Day.
It's not an e-bike.
And it is not what I got her.
Oh, why?
Yeah, it is not.
Was it an attainable gift?
It was a super obtainable gift.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you knew what it was.
Another battle lost. I knew about it. I mean, it was talked about. I'll explain it. It was talked about like a year ago.
So you barely had any warning.
Yeah, and then but then I didn't trust myself. She wants like a gold M necklace, M for our son's name, Miles. Mother's Day as well, double entendre, I guess. I don't know. Magic the Gathering, triple entendre. So,
Orlando Magic.
Orlando Magic.
Montverde.
Quad tundra right there. Queen.
Michael Jordan. They could mean a lot of things.
Yeah,
Morpheus.
Morpheus, for sure.
So
She's a firm believer in the Matrix.
I don't have the necklace. I don't have the necklace. I never bought the necklace because I didn't trust what font to get.
I just say, I thought you were kidding.
Yeah. I didn't. I don't know if she's a Arabic Times New Roman. Is it
You didn't even say what font, so I thought you were just.
It clearly should have been Impact.
So I don't have the necklace. We did just pick up all these sunflowers, but the ace in the hole that I have is that for like the last couple of weeks, I've been working on editing a video, like a compilation of the first 8 months of her being a mom.
It's a real sizzle reel.
The one thing that she has said throughout all of our relationship is that she's kind of always the photographer, but never the subject. Throughout her entire life, like she knows how to take a photo. She's a really good. That's kind of the paradox of being a good photographer is that
You're not in any of
You're never in them because you're the one taking the photo. So for the last like 8 months, I know I've been convinced, and rightfully so, that like soak it in. This is the precious moments of life right now.
Yeah.
You know, wait, when they start talking, just don't teach them how to talk. That's the advice that I get from.
Oh, yeah. My kids are 15 and almost 13, and they still don't talk. And it's been great. They're so sweet.
Just get them into miming, like really young.
Just,
Teach them how to mime.
We've raised them as mimes. Like it's not, they say stuff. It's just they say it with their body.
Imagine how good you would be though, like if you start miming when you're like 4, and by the time you're like 30, bro.
Guys, I'm telling you, mime camp is worth it. Mime camp is
26. I like how in your example you just threw down, it was 26 years of miming. It's just a very fun.
That's when you get good.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
takes 25 to get a black belt. So
Yeah.
year 26, your peak mime.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like every athlete ever, if they start young, they just keep doing it.
It's
Put that 10,000 hours.
I mean, of the three of us, only one of us has a little mime in the house. So Miles gonna mime?
Miles is the closest thing to a mime right now.
Would that make them uncool? I think nowadays, that might make them super cool.
Mimes might make a comeback.
You ever
I
seen? Have you
don't
seen
know.
the SeaWorld mime is like viral?
Yeah, the SeaWorld mime goes hard. But
I know several of them.
Didn't mean
They
to-
are- they
no,
are-
no, you're good.
They are at peak mime.
Mimes, I like a good mime.
There's always time to talk about mime.
What's like the famous mime? Go so,
Close, but
Latisse,
wrong.
Latisse.
It starts with what
Latisse.
what letters should be hanging from Olivia's neck right now?
Melro. Montel.
I think it's Marcel.
Marceau. Yeah. Montel.
Montel. This is Montel Jordan.
I'm miming.
You can't talk, Montel.
So the ace in the hole. Well, yeah, I got to pay this off. The ace in the hole is this video, and Joel and I have been pretty busy these last couple months, 2 months, but late at night and during the day whenever she's gone, I've been working on this video, and now it's time.
We know we've both seen it 6 times and
Yeah.
watched you cry through it every single time.
I've been crying every night I work on it because it's just such a heavy personal, that's my life. That's
and
her
the
life.
song's perfect.
The
too.
song, it's her favorite song, which is also why I can't ever post it or share it. I wouldn't even want to, but regardless, I also kind of overthought, how do I present this video to her?
Yeah, it's pretty epic.
We're talking on the couch and things are going well, and then she's talking about what she was going through this morning, and she called her mom, and her mom goes, Happy Mother's Day, how's it going? She goes, it's not going great. I'm kind of sad. And shout out to my mother-in-law, because she goes, just wait until tonight. Talk to me tomorrow, and then tell me how you feel. Because she knows the video, because she's in the video wishing her daughter a first Mother's Day. Her grandma is in the video wishing her a first Mother's Day at 96 years old, which I then later found out that she couldn't believe that she was in the video because she's never in videos because she doesn't like the way she looks. Do I look good? So that was even more precious. But I need to present this video. We're showmen here on Good Sauce.
We're showmen.
We're showmen. You can do something, but how do you get the most out of it? I need a misdirect.
Yeah.
Need some pizzazz.
I need some pizzazz. I don't want to just give her my computer and say, hit play. That's not,
Hold on to your socks because I'm about to knock them off.
I've been so,
Go tap that space bar right
been,
there.
I've been tanking.
And saddle up.
yeah.
Get your eyes ready.
So I really need to make this a moment because I care about this video. I obviously care about her. It's Mother's Day. I know that I haven't been doing great on your first Mother's Day.
And it's the 4th quarter.
It's the 4th quarter. Can he bring it home? I need a misdirect. I give her computer.
Okay.
Because I figure if I just give her my computer, I'm trying to avoid the whole, here's my computer, hit spacebar. So I give her computer. I make sure that her computer is charged. I make sure that her Bluetooth is on. I give it to her. I go to yahoo.com. I just need her to think something else, thinking that maybe there's a website, trying to push her into the direction of there's something online. So that way I can airdrop the 4K 2.5 gig Mother's Day video and then have that be the moment of what is this?
Mm-hmm. You're going to hack her screen.
Right.
And it's also on a screen that she's the most familiar with.
She knows how to look at it.
She knows how to look at it. It should be as comfortable as possible for this first viewing. Send the video, but then I kind of grossly underestimate 2.5 gigs on an airdrop. I guess our internet is a little week or something that night because it takes a little bit.
Yeah.
It takes a little bit.
Was she like, I'll just watch it tomorrow? I don't really want to watch anything right now. This is taking too long.
So I then get on my Braveheart tip. I get on my William Wallace level. And I know what I just sent her. I've been waiting for her to watch this video for such a long time, for 2.5 weeks.
They can take our lives.
Yeah.
They'll never take your first Mother's Day.
Dude, I just remember telling her with tears, just saying how important this first Mother's Day is to me, for her to have something that will last forever, something that will stand the test of time, something that I know she's been wanting for a while because she's always been the photographer. Well, I've been also recording for the last 8 months. Bling, bling. The video is on the computer. I go, I hope you enjoy it. She plays it. The whole video was made for her to cry. I wanted her to cry.
Oh, yeah.
That's what that was my goal that I set out for Mother's Day. If I'm not making my wife happy cry.
And you did that by 9 a.m., so you are already.
I made her cry in every way possible.
Absolutely.
After watching the video, it was clear what you were trying to do.
It was beautifully emotionally manipulative.
I went as hard as I could on editing this video to make her cry on Mother's Day, and then also to know that we have it forever, and she watches it. And boys, I'm here to tell you, I lost many a battle that day, but the war, I'm undefeated.
There you go.
It was one hell of a Mother's Day.
What a comeback story.
What a comeback. You know that they had us in the first half. They had me in the first half.
But what they didn't have is heart.
Happy Mother's Day to belated Mother's Day. We didn't say it last episode. What a special day. A very special first Mother's Day here.
We know no women listen to this show, but tell your wives and mothers that we said Happy Mother's Day.
We'll be right back.
Ross, tell me everything you know about interest rates.
Not much.
You're going to need some help.
Who should I call?
That mortgage guy, Don. That mortgage guy, Don, has the answer to every mortgage question you can think of. He even has his own radio show about it. And you can hear that mortgage guy, Don, every Saturday at 9 a.m. right here on Real Radio.
He's been in Orlando for decades now. He's been helping Central Floridians. He's pro-local, and locals are pro-him.
Procal.
That mortgage guy, Don, is a huge supporter of everything Central Florida. He's a huge supporter of the arts. He's also a sponsor for our friend show, 10 More Sketches. If you have any mortgage questions, thatmortgagguydon.com. Hit me with the jingle.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgagguydon.com.
Lady, thank you so much for joining us. We are having a great time.
Great time.
I got out of Mother's Day unscathed and filled with tears. I had a great weekend. There's something I got to tell you that I did this weekend, but the first thing I have to tell you guys and all of our listeners, well, you guys already know this, but
Tell us too, though.
a cool little reminder is that this program, I know the numbers and how all of our listeners, and there's a trident of avenues of how people digest this program.
What a sentence.
There is a podcast. Our numbers are awesome. We love our podcast homies.
Couple million people, thank you.
We have our YouTube.
Keep going.
We have our YouTube audience, which
Double digits, people.
shout out to that, 105, 140 people that tune in that way. Then we also have our radio. We are broadcast once a week on Real Radio 104.1 here in Central Florida. And it's this massive radio signal. To my knowledge, it's the biggest legal radio signal that you can have in this country.
Boom.
You can't have a bigger listening radius than that tower produces.
That's why it's Real Radio.
Yeah. It's a treat to be part of the station in this shape or form, and specifically, thank you, Tom and Dan, for that.
Yeah.
This is very special.
If the timing of right now is
The timing of right now,
on the radio specifically.
on the radio,
If you're listening on real radio,
this is you have a crossroads moment right now in your life.
you have a little over 1 hour until the debut of our new comedy show.
So I'm ballparking it because right now, currently, it's Tuesday, the time of us recording this. It's being broadcast Wednesday. This is our second segment, so that we're talking roughly it's 8:30 to 8:45 right now. If you're listening to this on the radio, it's about 8:35, 8:45.
You're probably less than an hour away from the downtown Orlando area.
100%
Some
you
of
are.
you are. And at 9:55, 10 more sketches with Rauce and Joel makes its debut.
And we've been working on this as hard as we possibly can now for a couple of months. We are so proud to write comedy and perform comedy. And also, I'll speak for you, Joel,
Please always speak for me.
that we are proud to do it at this high of a rate, the quality of it.
Yeah, some people asked if we were doing any of the sketches that we did last year at 10 sketches, and we thought about it. We had that conversation,
And now,
and you were a firm nah.
yeah,
You said no. It's 10 new ones. We have to write 10 new ones.
Yeah.
And we did, and we probably ended up with 15 to 16 that we considered.
yeah. And now here are the 10 that made the cut.
10 that made the cut.
So to the people on listening at Real Radio, you are probably on your way home, but you have a crossroads moment for your night.
may we
Present a different option.
yes, may we present a skirt?
A skirt?
Could you just skirt on over to Lock Haven Park? Skirt.
If you've never been to the Fringe Festival, this is such a cool moment for you to change your life and your night. You can go down to the Fringe Festival, which is where, Joel?
Lock Haven Park, right by the Orlando Science Center, the Orlando Museum of Art, the Orlando Repertory Theater, which is where our show is, and it's a beautiful little area. Parking is free.
You walk in, you buy a button, and then you buy a ticket to 10 more sketches. You have time. And we were just talking about it on the break, how much we would regret not giving this program the opportunity. And the people listening in their car of going, I'm pulling a U-turn for the rest of the night. I'm going to go see the world premiere of a sketch comedy show that is award-winning from last year, by the way.
We did. We tied for the Best Comedic Actor Award.
T1. T1.
That's us.
So it's about 8:45, 8:40. You're in your car. Don't pick up Panda.
What am I going to do?
You're just going to go down to the Fringe Festival and you're going to change your night. Grab a beer and get ready to laugh. Because, my God, this is our best interpretation of sketch comedy for us.
Yeah.
We love it.
Right now, we're running 45 minutes of chuckles.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to use that as a segue to tell you guys about something that I did this weekend. And it was one of the most glorious comedy ventures that I've had.
All right.
It's like up there.
It's up there.
It's up there. I've done some cool things in the world of comedy.
You are a comedian.
But I forgot. Sometimes you do so much comedy and you are writing and doing sketches or a podcast that you kind of forget what it's like to be an audience member.
Yeah.
And I gave myself the opportunity to be an audience member, to a performer, to an actor, to a sketch comedian at his best. The opportunity for myself to be an audience member, and boy, did I not regret it. I had a friend hit me up. He goes, yo, what are you doing Monday night, 7 o'clock? I've got an extra ticket to a sneak preview to Tim Robinson and Paul Rudd's new movie, Friendship. It's a comedy. If you don't know, those are two very funny comedic actors coming together to make a movie.
I think You Should Leave meets Ant-Man.
Yeah. It is So much fun. But the one thing that made me a bulletproof yes, I want to do this, because I knew it was a sneak preview.
Yeah.
Which means like-minded people were going to all be in that theater. It's going to be sold out, and I was right. Everyone in that room was ready to laugh. They were jazzed for a movie. When was the last time that you guys were in a sold-out theater and a movie theater for a comedy and laughing with random strangers at the silver screen? My God, inject it into my veins in my mouth. I want I want it to be liquefied, that experience, so I can put it in my eyeballs. It was magic. It is priceless. And I know that there is a price tag to it.
Sure.
But it is priceless to laugh with strangers. I've been focused on making strangers laugh so much.
I was like, that's what we're trying to do.
I forgot. I kind of got lost in the sauce of making it that I forgot to taste it.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen that movie yet, but I've been watching all the clips that are out, and it looks like, I was like, oh, this is going to be one of those, like, Step Brothers, or, like a classic comedy we talk about for years.
I walked out
You're saying it lives up to that?
Yes, but I also, the main thing that I am saying, though, is that, like, I've never enjoyed the opinion of people going, like, I don't like going to the movie theaters because of the people. Like, there's always like, and
but for a comedy, it's the opposite.
I understand your take on that of like, oh, a cell phone, maybe someone chewing, but
Sure.
You don't find any bit of charm in that, that you are also, like, you get to eat and you're also one of them, and we're watching this, we're enjoying something together, then you kind of pick up in this weird, like, scent in the room, I shouldn't have said scent, but this weird, like, magic in the room. All of a sudden, the atmosphere kind of changes, and
I
now
think comedy and horror share that.
oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say there's nothing better than like a collective laugh or a collective like gasp.
Yeah.
Like with like
What are some of your
30,
favorite
40 people.
like in theater movie memories?
I saw Paranormal Activity in theaters
Yeah.
That
because it was all hyped and everything.
I remember that one too.
Yep. And you had to go to like there was one theater in town that was playing it.
Yeah. I remember when Blair Witch Project came out, seeing that in the theater, and it was made by Orlando people. It was UCF grads that did that.
I didn't know all that.
Oh yeah, so Orlando was like buzzing over that one. And I remember
I
screaming.
still haven't seen that one.
Comedy wise, though, I mean, the last time I remember hearing the whole audience just gut laugh was Deadpool and Wolverine.
The coolest thing that I've ever experienced with an audience was Inception. Once again, sneak preview. I was there for a media preview. And
Why are you sneaking so much?
Because whenever I get the opportunity, I always say yes to it because I know that it's a hot room.
That's like getting offered club seats at any sporting event.
Yeah.
You just say yes.
You say yes.
Change your plans.
If you get to see a movie a week before it comes out, it's just a better experience because
then you get to do spoilers online and ruin everything.
well,
you get to be cool.
Oh, that's
for
the
like
best.
the next week.
well, the main reason is just that like imagine that Friday hot crowd, but without like everyone's trying to respect the movie. Everyone wants to watch it more so than it just being like I'm here because my mom and dad dropped me off.
Yeah,
it's a different vibe on those little sneak previews.
It's a cool kids club. You can say it.
I just forgot.
It's always fun to hang with the cool kids.
Yeah.
But the end of Inception, when that top. Are you looking for some of the best vintage records, some of the best vintage clothes? I know the perfect place.
Where?
College Park Foundation Records. It's ran by two brothers who I've known since high school. They are amazing people. They've always known what is in and what is out.
I consider myself vintage. Where do I go?
College Park Foundation Records. It's the only place to pick up anything vintage. They have an amazing record collection. They have an amazing vintage t-shirt collection. Are you looking to get rid of your record collection? Bring it into the store. Tell them what you got. Maybe you guys can make a deal. They're always on the hunt for more record collections.
Vintage tees and vinyl, please.
Foundation Records is the place to be. And then it cut to black.
What do you think? What do you think happens at the end of Inception?
Well, all I know is that scene is responsible for a top 10 moment in my life.
Do you think
it's probably
continues
like
to spin
11?
or do you think it stops spinning? I guess that's the beauty of the ending of that is,
And it's a
that
50-50.
It's really kind of, it's up to you.
Like nothing leads you to believe that either of those scenarios is more likely than the other.
They got a perfect spin on that.
Yeah, well, it kind of wobbles.
Right.
But the audible, I mean, sold out theater, 300, 400 people, collective gasp.
Collective gasp.
I've never experienced that. God.
Are you gonna throw up?
Yeah, sorry. That sucked. I just think a piece of hot dog just, I don't know what.
And I didn't even eat one.
Did you guys eat hot dog? I don't know. But the collective gasp
How
at
close we are.
I don't know, man. It inspired me. And what's the one thing you hear about comedy movies like all the time right now? What happened to them? Where are they?
Yeah.
Well, we have to take our responsibility in that as audience members of showing up with our wallets.
Yeah, we got to buy tickets for this.
And supporting them. I don't want to just cut a commercial for a movie that I have no affiliation with.
How about this? If you want to support comedy, then go see Friendship when it starts streaming and buy a ticket to our comedy show.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at.
Because we're trying to support local.
Yeah.
You know, just got to put
also go to just
your money where our mouths are.
friendly room. It's just the movie theaters on a hot crowd. God almighty, people are drinking because it's one of those crowds.
Yeah. What are your favorite movie theaters in town? Not a commercial, just off rip.
I will go. My favorite one. I don't
get
even
two.
think. I don't even think it's called this anymore. But Artagon.
Yep.
Artagon
That's one of mine.
is one of Orlando's like best kept secrets. I don't even know if it's called Artagon.
Artagon
anymore,
is
but-
now like Deezerland or Desertland or something. Because for a while it was Festival Bay before it was Artagon. I don't know. The original ones where the Van Skate Park was. Rest in peace. And the Orlando Ron Johns, which I'm pretty sure never sold one item.
I
I
cried.
don't think anyone ever bought it.
I bought
there.
a puka shell necklace from there one time
Then you kept them open.
and some flip flops.
Like we moved to Puka. I don't know. Maybe they'll come later.
I cried at the IMAX theater at Point Orlando because I had some hallucinogenic mushrooms. And
Yeah, their concession stand rips.
and I went and saw Man of Steel. And if you've never seen the movie does not begin on Earth. It starts on an alien war-torn planet. And, bruh,
And you were feeling pretty war torn, weren't you?
on a scale of 1 to 10, legit 23. I was through my effing chair, dude.
I was about to say, were you in the chair?
It was bad.
Yeah.
But good.
It got good, but in the beginning, I was
It
like,
was bad.
we got to get out of here.
He was shroom viewing. You needed to go like sit with a cup of coffee in the woods. That's a better idea
Really
than
take
going to a public place to see a movie.
to the people who have seen Man of Steel, like really soak in and dwell in the beginning of that movie. All right, there's like space meteors coming down on like neon planets.
Aren't all meteors space meteors?
Oh my God almighty. But no, this is double space.
Oh,
Like
whoa.
a sci-fi meteor. Like a fictional meteor.
Double outer space.
Double outer space. Ow. We out there space. That opening ruined me. But I'll go Artagon IMAX. Boom.
Okay, that was pretty good. I'm going to go West Orange 5. I don't know who owns it, but I'm assuming it's a family.
West Orange 5. West Orange 5 sounds like sounds like what Donald Trump did in the newspaper back in the late 80s.
I was gonna say it sounds like a 5-man or woman mixed. Could be mixed. Like dance troupe.
Well, it kind of sounds like a basketball team.
West Orange 5.
What's up? We're the West Orange 5. It might even be
I think it
6.
sounds more
I might
like
even
a
be
dance.
getting the number wrong.
They
but
added one.
I'll tell you.
I think they
Speaking
sing
of
and
5,
dance.
on Tuesdays, you can go to a movie for $5, and that's like I didn't know that
Tuesdays-
was available on Earth.
That's available at a lot of movie theaters.
Dude, and
Tuesdays are their dead day, and they drop the prices big time.
We go there a lot. That's like where we go. And then I went to the concession stand, and I was like, "And can I get 2 wines?" And the the child that works there was like, in one cup? Yeah. And I went, no. Is that a thing? And he goes, wait, one wine? One wine 2 times? I was like, yeah, two one-time wines. And so then I go back and Trisha's like, why did that take so long? I was like, I had to explain how many wines I wanted in each cup. She was like, how many are available? And I was like, 2 wines in 1 cup. She's like, but this cup's full. It was a beer cup full of wine. It was an enormous amount of wine. And then she was like, well, there's a bigger cup. And I'm like, there must be a bigger cup. And so we drink those wines and she's like, be right back. She comes back with the biggest cup I've ever seen. She goes, this is 2 wines, 1 cup. And then we had to sit at the movie theater for 4 hours till we could leave. So they're in there, and then Enzian. Obviously.
Enzian.
Those are my 2 theaters.
Enzian's the right answer.
Enzian's like
Enzian's awesome. It's just they don't put enough wines in their cup. It's like one reasonable amount of wine per drink.
I will make sure that the movie theater, not make sure, but I will do my best to make sure that the movie theater is something that my son and I are going to have. Like, it's Dad's Day, we're going to the movie theater.
Should buy Movie Pass, then you'll have to.
Yeah. And I want to make sure that we're going out to the movie theater.
Yeah, it's a fun experience. I have tons of vivid memories as a little kid being taken to the movies to see the blockbusters. And it's something about being able to talk about what's popular too. Like, I remember going to Independence Day and Jurassic Park and all of these, there was nothing else to do at the time, but like it was cool to know what everybody was talking about. That's a gift to make a kid cool.
Yeah.
Because if your parents aren't trying, you won't be.
Yeah.
You just won't know anything.
Then you're just rocking K-Swisses.
I mean,
K-Swisses were cool,
that was
at one point
aggressive.
Sorry, it was personal.
But
as someone wearing a canvas shoe at the time, these are Sperry's, but
you know how kids like. I love the movie so
cousin
much.
of a K-Swiss and a CAD.
Hold on to that thought. Being specific, the cool K-Swisses everyone had. I should have specified. My pair of K-Swisses had like fins on it. There was like I swung and missed on my Swiss.
Yeah. Oh, a Swiss Miss.
Oh, you had the Aquas.
Dude, it was a Swiss Miss.
I never hate on
Aqua 5s.
Everyone had the white K-Swisses. And then
those were cool.
Yeah, those were cool. I'm not ripping on those. But
what did you get?
I don't know, dude. They had fins.
Fins?
I had fin Swisses. I don't know. They had...
You get the knockoff one?
To make you faster or more aerodynamic?
I don't even know if they were... Yeah, they weren't called K-Swisses. They're called Quizzes. They didn't have the hyphen,
Quizzes. This is a quiz
with 3 S's.
Yeah, let me clarify. I hate quizzes.
All right.
What were you about to say, Renano?
I'm sorry. But you know how the kids, when they grow up, they're like, oh, I want to be an astronaut, or like firefighter, or like, I don't know, president, or I don't know, I want to go to Mars, whatever.
Yeah.
I always wanted to find an old movie theater that wasn't doing that good. You know
All
what
right,
I mean?
so all movie theaters.
Right. Mm-hmm. And then, but they were looking to sell, right? I wanted to buy an old school movie theater, right? And then play like sports games out of it.
Like live sports?
Like live sports games. Like you can come, there's bar.
You're saying this like you're naughty or something.
Yeah, you look like you're up to something. Are you
just saying that's a good idea.
Are you up to no good?
Yeah,
maybe.
There's some mischief in that little that little crawl dance.
That little shoulder shrug or something.
Are you pitching? Are you trying to get us to invest?
Are you Shark
Just
Tanking?
saying, if there's any like-minded listeners out there that
yeah, I mean,
what if we do this as a show? What if all of our listeners put in, like, let's say 10 grand?
well,
let's just say 10 grand.
We'll get t-shirts and everything.
Yeah, everybody will get a t-shirt.
Nah, but like it's a 5 or 6 room theater, and then just run like.
Are you talking about buying West Orange 5? How many wines are you going to put in a cup at this sports thing? 3 wines.
I can't fill. I think it was like that guy's first day. I don't think you're allowed to do that.
There was a bigger cup that was already there.
We got a 32 ounce. You want 32 ounce of that Chardonnay?
I'll go big gulp Merlot, please.
You realize that's like a whole bottle of wine.
I know.
Straw? Straw.
Did you want half a bottle of wine in a cup or a whole bottle?
When I went to the movie theater as well, man, this hit me right in the face, and I felt like I was back in 8th grade. Got popcorn, which, it was the first time. I know I'm getting older because it was the first time I felt popcorn singe. Where I bought it, I was like, God, wow. Okay, that's a lot of money. It was the first time I actually, all right, it's worth it.
I'm not using the debit.
I better get some points for this.
Yeah, I need that, and I don't want that to hit my available cash.
Yo, but since we're talking about movie theaters, I feel like everyone's got their own personal movie theater snack.
Yes.
That they have. It's customized to them and their beliefs and their system of
I go
existence.
popcorn.
Butter?
The buttery topping. That's like what it's called. And when I saw it just shot out, I was like, I mean, it's not even a shot. It's just like a drain.
Yeah.
It's like a drip. It's like you're changing oil on top of your popcorn.
Yeah.
It is so grotesque. And guess what I did? Grabbed it, topped it, little shake, even got
Shimmy?
like a,
Shaking.
I-
Is there a lid?
No,
You're just
no.
throwing it everywhere?
dude, I'm
What are you
walking
doing?
it. I'm walking it.
Oh,
Hitting it like a fried rice thing.
It goes up and I catch it. And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
catch it.
Yeah, until I see like a different shade of yellow.
'Cause
No more
otherwise,
shine.
You just have a butter roof.
Yeah, exactly. I
and
don't want a butter
dry
roof.
inside of a house.
I don't want that.
Not on my popcorn.
There's also here's another hack for that, and I couldn't do it because
Straw
I
thing?
have the straw thing.
Yeah.
This time I've done it in the past, but I have integrity now.
Butter
I
straw?
guess butter straw. You know what I'm talking about?
I do know.
Yeah,
Duh.
you put the straw in.
You've seen how I live this life.
submerge the popcorn into the straw, and then you just have a straight butter funnel.
Do you put
A little
candy?
boo-foo. That's not.
But,
Yeah.
it's called a butt fun. Do you take candy and put it in your popcorn?
So,
Yes.
yeah,
Peanut M&Ms to be specific.
Bananas.
M&Ms.
I riffed last night. I panicked and I got gummy bears, and it does not go well with the popcorn. Not with the. Not
Wait,
with,
did you sprinkle them and then mix them?
No, I put the popcorn and then like a gummy bear or
Time
two.
out.
But
Hold on.
there-
Did
I-
you try to put the gummy bears in the popcorn?
No, I put popcorn one hand, gummy bears same hand, then mouthed it.
You put it in your
So
hands to your
essentially-
eyes when you.
Yeah. Why'd you put it in your eye first?
And then I wiped it on my eye. Stung so bad. There's so much salt.
So
Essentially, that's what you're doing, though.
Yeah, you can't have buttery gummy bears.
there's
Yeah, what are
one
you doing?
thing it tasted.
Chocolate.
Gummy butter bears?
It did not taste good. It did not taste great. However, I did find this to be kind of fascinating. I went popcorn, kernels stuck in teeth, gummy bear, ate the gummy bear, chewed on that, got it all out.
Whoa, MacGyver over here.
Yeah.
Use what he's got.
Didn't taste good, but it was efficient.
I think Reese's Pieces into the popcorn, mix it. That's the number one.
I'm
Reese's Pieces,
Reese's
mixed
Pieces,
in. Yeah.
And if it's
I would
hot,
agree.
hot popcorn, hot butter, it'll a little bit melt the piecey.
I think there's a
Bro.
I like that.
Yeah, that's next level. I mean, I eat at an elevated level.
So is that what your movie theater snack is? Popcorn and what?
no, I panicked. I
He gummy bead.
got
No, but like you don't have like a staple one that you enjoy. You just kind of freestyle every time.
So there is one, and I think it's a telltale sign of a generation because
SPK?
it is
Sour Patch Kids are generational.
Yeah.
it's the cookie dough bites.
Yes.
I think,
That is one of mine as
I
well.
think the cookie dough bites.
They're insane.
I remember when they were breaking news. Like I remember when they
Like
first
when the
came out.
technology was developed.
Yeah, when they first dropped. It was probably like 99, maybe 01.
He was Chef Emeril Lagasse.
And they are so bad for you, but I grabbed a bag of those halfway through the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Halfway
if
through
you
the
want
movie.
something processed and shipped over state lines, it's uncooked dough.
And it's uncooked dough dipped in chocolate.
Yeah, to preserve it.
What is yours, Joel? What is your movie theater snack?
I just bring carrot sticks from home.
I respect.
I'm
I
just
went on a
kidding.
date.
I get 4 wines in 1 cup. And just a little bit of popcorn so I can drive.
Nice. Respect.
You know,
Respect.
I
I don't eat a lot of candy. I get diabetic bites of other people's things,
Nice.
you know? And I pay for it all, which is the best part.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get almost nothing
Uh-huh.
and pay for everything. This will be great.
Just make it 5 wines in the cup, sir.
5 wines, 1 cup, and then I put the Joel Toll Troll hand out as everyone's watching the movie. I'm like, put some food in here. Put some food in here. Feed me.
Hey, what's your go-to name?
Help, please.
I go Reese's Pieces Crunch
Yeah.
and slushy, Coke slushy.
Do you think movies will ever make a comeback in the same way that it did, say, 20 years ago?
No.
Or do you think phones have conquered and will continue to conquer the youngest generation and generations to come?
No, I think, I hope this isn't true. I think movie theaters will become bougier and smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Like more niche. More theaters that are like 1 or 2 theaters that are done at a high level, and they'll cost more. I hope that doesn't happen because I like going $5 Tuesday style.
Yeah.
But I could see that happening if people quit going to the movies. But you're right. It's something that should keep going. I think all live performance, people should keep going to concerts. It's fun.
I think concerts.
fun.
I think concerts are safe. I think
But things are expensive. Like, you know, it's maybe a little better now, but it's still hundreds of dollars to go see anybody you want to see.
Like, I haven't heard any reports of concerts are down. But I have, like movie theaters.
Yeah.
I think AMC declared bankruptcy not too long ago. But man, God, was that so much fun with a packed movie theater. I think movies will make a comeback. Gong me, and then we'll get out of here. Movie theaters were a go-to place during the Great Depression. It survived the Great Depression. It will survive whatever technology comes out, because that technology will only make movies better. It's just kind of in a rut right now. Movie theaters will come back stronger than ever.
I hope it's true. But hey, for the next 2 weeks, you can come see us live in a theater.
Yes.
The Orlando International Fringe Festival. 10 more sketches with who? Rauce and Joel. And you know what? Renato will be at 1 or 2 of them.
Yeah, if you leave right now, you can make this show tonight.
That is correct.
Tonight,
Leave right now. Go to the Fringe.
Bring your wives and mothers, because shout out to them.
Absolutely. That is episode
Free parking.
56. Come see us live. Tickets at rosscomedy.com.
You can wear flip-flops.
Tickets at orlandofringe.org. We'll
And
see
shorts.
you soon.
Don't even have to wear a tie.
Keep laughing. Much love. Peace. Every episode of Good Sauce is brought to you by personal injury attorney Mo DeWitt.
Injured on the go?
Just call Mo.
We know Mo always throws the best events, and he's got one right around the corner.
Saturday, July 12th, it's all happening. That's right. He's having another family skate-a-thon. These events are always a blast.
It's at the Cimarron Skateway, Saturday, July 12th from 5 to 7 p.m. And it's our favorite price point. Free great music and surprises and free Mo merch. He'll be there to support you when you need him. So if you're injured on the go,
Just call Mo.